Hey guys, Rexasaur here, and welcome to Patch Notes on the 24th of June 2025. Hope everyone is having a good time, having a good week so far, or had a previously good week. It's certainly a week. Lots of things happened last week, I think. I can't actually remember. Oh, it was stupidly hot. I remember. Yes. Oh god, it was horrible. So what did we do last week? We went to the pub quiz on the Wednesday, which was very good. It was a more on the easy side quiz, which was nice. So everyone did better than usual in terms of the score. But I feel like we did pretty well as well. There was a lot of stuff that we knew that some people didn't and such. And we came in the top, I'm pretty sure definitely the top half. I think we came in the top third as well. So that was fun on the Wednesday. I can't remember what we did on the Tuesday. I'm going to have to look. Oh, I called my parents. Nice. That's what happened. On the Thursday, it was just chill. Didn't do anything really. Yeah, it's been a really chill week actually in terms of things. The weekend was quite busy, but that's normal. But the actual midweek compared to the previous weeks have actually been fairly chill. So on the Friday I went to Warhammer. I played into the worst matchup for my Custodes. So up until now I played Custodes in Horus Heresy and was dominating effectively because the army is incredibly strong. And 40k, different game entirely, and whilst the stat line is very strong for my models, and they're very good when I get into combat, I played into Thousand Suns, which is a chaos army, and their entire spiel is that they do things called mortal wounds, which effectively is damage that bypasses armor. So my heavily armored individual with a low wound count just crumbled. So really terrible matchup for me, and I wasn't able to get any of the initiative or anything. It started off okay, and then there were some really bad dice rolls, and just overall it just didn't go great. And for an army that needs 2+ on its to hit rolls and most of its 2 wound rolls, I rolled I know this is blaming the dice, but I rolled a lot of ones, and even my opponent was like, that's like a lot of ones. So but yeah, I wasn't able to get the initiative after turn 2. It was kind of I also just need to, basically my army detachment, my big rule is I need to stay 6 inches away from any of my units, and it gives them a buff, and I just keep forgetting that. And it's not so much I keep forgetting it, it's more of I'm not playing into its strength every time. So I had some units that did really well, and some units that just didn't do well because of it. Yeah, really just a terrible game. Not because it wasn't fun, but just because the thing is I'm learning a lot, which is good. So we'll see this Friday who I get matched up against, but this previous Friday was not a good matchup for me. But it was fun, and that's what matters. Then Saturday I went to Richard and Michaela's. Me and Richard played some Old World. It's been a while since we both played a 2,000 point game, and it was the first time he ever used his Empire. It was a very fun game. I dominated in that sense. My cavalry that I bought, which I bought in Nottingham when I had my tournament, is Dragon Princes, which are effectively just elite elven cavalry, and their armor save is significant, which means that he wasn't really able to pick them off, or there was an element of he didn't focus into them as much as he probably should have. So, but he's learning his rules, and yeah, it was a good game. We had fun, and that's what really matters. And we got to discuss, okay, cool, what would we change? What should you focus on? And stuff like that. So, yeah, overall it was very fun. Sorry, I just dropped something. That's what I was doing there. Yeah, that's basically what happened on Saturday. And then we discussed our upcoming trip to Ireland, which is happening just after this weekend. We're going off for a week, so I might have to do an update Monday, because we won't be here on the Tuesday. that's what happened. And then on Sunday, very chill, did some D&D, which was a lot of fun. We're reaching the end of the arc reaching the end of the island that these guys are on. They're in the final boss stage. Once again, the dice roll weren't really with me. They were up against a beast. That effectively it's a vampire beast, and it's the entire point of it. I mean, it's dead now, so I can just say it. The entire point of this beast is that it's got plus 15 on its attack rolls, which means it very rarely misses. And if it bites you, it latches onto you, and you're kind of stuck in its mouth. And then, as a legendary action, which is an action it takes at the end of any turn, it can then bite down on anything that it's bitten. I just didn't pull it off any times, just 0. So unfortunately they didn't get to see the really cool danger of this monster, and they just killed it. There was also an element of one of the players has a spell called Chill Touch, which prevents hit point regeneration, which is the whole strength of vampires. So, but they pulled him out of his beast form, so he's now in his normal form, and his normal form is very dangerous. So we'll see if they can defeat him there. And then and very likely this Sunday will be the last session of that island, and they can move on to the main story again, which might be end of July because a lot of people are doing things in July. We're in the summer craze. A lot of weddings happening and such, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I feel like it was because we had a few at this point months ago, we had a discussion about where the campaign was going. I think this has definitely rekindled everyone's I don't want to say enjoyment, but it's definitely gone back into cool, this is cool D&D, cool storytelling. And then yesterday we didn't do D&D because 2 people were away or ill, so the big ruling is if 2 people can't make it, then we just cancel. So we'll pick it up next Monday, the day before we go to Ireland. So should be good. There's a cool thing coming up, so yeah, but it gives me a bit more time to prep other stuff. Video games wise, bit of Fortnite. I've been playing a bit of War Thunder. Basically, I played Panzer Corps 2, and playing, having tanks on the battlefield and the planes flying overhead, I'm like, man, these World War II machinery and weapons of war are really, really cool. So I was like, man, I really want to play these. Because having experienced War Thunder, I'm like, oh, you know what, this will be a really cool thing. And then I've been playing War Thunder, I'm like, fuck me, this is so different. This is so so I'm playing a bunch of Fortnite as well. The superhero, what's it called? Season is really, really fun. Really enjoying that. And I've been watching a lot of High Rollers. My wife finally relented and allowed me to watch them because we just very rarely have time together. And if we are together and want to watch something, a 3-hour video is a long time. So I've just been watching them now, catching up, and it's by far my favourite D&D stream. I've been, in the meantime, while I've been waiting, I've been watching other D&D streamers and things. I finished Critical Role Season 3. I think I'm done with Critical Role, generally. It's too, what's the word? Enthusiastic, I think. It's a lot going on, and people are wild about their enthusiasm when things happen, and it's funny, and the story is epic, but it got a bit too much. There was too much connections between all the seasons, and while that's really cool, it's just not, I don't know, I just lost interest, effectively. And then I watched I watched Arcane Arcade, which is run by Jacob from XP to Level 3, which is quite a famous YouTuber for D&D. You've probably seen one of his skits. He has a wizard skit and other things. But he obviously runs D&D, and it was an Icewind Dale campaign, and I watched the entirety of that ish. They finished the campaign and then had some epilogue episodes which I haven't watched. And I really enjoyed the whole campaign, but there's a player in particular who, I don't know, he just got on my nerves a little bit. Whenever his jokes weren't really jokey, and every time he said something, it was specifically like either about his character or what he wanted to do as his character in such a way that kind of just broke the flow of the game, if that makes sense. It was really sucked because the other players were really funny, made some really funny jokes, and when they wanted to do something in their character, it was less of a let's pause the game and let me discuss this. It's more of a, oh, as part of this role I'm going to do this, is what I want to try and do. So yeah, that was a bit of a shame because it kind of just put a little bit of an on the thing. Whereas now that I'm back in High Rollers, all of the players are really, really fun. And the one player that is most similar to this, I don't want to call him a problem player, it's just a problem with me, really. But this particular player who broke the flow is the equivalent in High Rollers is really funny with his jokes. So when he breaks the flow, it's for something really funny to happen. And like there's just a load of one-liners and things, and it's just really good. One of the most recent ones was they're currently going through where I am in the show anyway. They're currently going through like wilderness and things, and they're like, okay, well, we have to get our bearings. How the hell do we find it? It's like, oh man, if only we had a GPS. And this player then goes, like the gnome positioning system. And then it just came off to like 5 minutes of an offshoot of there are gnomes all over the world in this place where you talk to them and they'll tell you exactly where you are and where the nearest next gnome is and things. And I just think that's really funny. Because it's still GPS then. Just, yeah. Either way, that's that. So this week going forward, I'm not going on a quiz. So tomorrow, Wednesday, we're going to do some role playing with Aaron and Andrew and Aaron's partner, I believe. So no quiz for me, but I think my wife is going to be doing the quiz. And then Thursday we're doing Plate Up. Should be a lot of fun. Friday Warhammer. Saturday we are going to be doing something. I will remember it eventually. We've got Dale and Dawson in the evening, and then we're doing something in the day. Anyway, and then Sunday, just gonna be chill. We've got D&D, and then Monday work, and getting ready for Island, I guess. Yeah, a lot of readying, a lot of stuff going on. We did also on Friday, actually, I also played some Project Zomboid with my brother and my brother's brothers, because it was me, his actual brother, and then his two brothers-in-laws. We're all gamers, so we had played Blood on Cocktail all together before, but Luke's been getting really into Project Zomboid, and then he was like, oh yeah, I've just started like playing with one of his brothers-in-laws, and was like, oh, do you want to come along? And I've been busy until Friday, and then we were all on there then, and it's just really fun. They're just really nerdy, dumb, funny, jokey people, so it's really, really nice to be able to do that in a weird like family bonding, even though I'm like a brother once removed and they're like brothers once removed. We're all connected by my brother, so it's just a weird, but it was really good fun. We had a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing more of that. It's just trying to get a time where we're all available, which is the case for every single thing ever. So yeah, but that was, yeah, I played it like years ago, and I know that they had some big issues with like a hack or something. But the game in the state, it's really fun. It's actually it's not basic, but like visually it's very basic, but it's very complex in how basic it is, and you can do so much things in it. Like you can drink bleach to make yourself not thirsty, and you die. It's funny, for example. Yeah, just really good, really good. The atmosphere is also really good, and it's just fun to play with people, to be honest. Yeah, that's it. That's the entirety of this patch notes. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Oh, I forgot, on Friday, and by Friday I mean yesterday, and by yesterday I mean Sunday. Holy shit, my days are all mixed up. Sunday evening after D&D, we went to a different pub quiz with Andrew, Aaron, Matt, who played Horus Heresy a few weeks ago, and all of our partners did a pub quiz at Sticky Fingers, which is a like a street food bar, pub like place, restaurant in Cardiff, and they do a pub quiz every Sunday. And we were like, oh yeah, let's go there, have some fun. The food was good, the atmosphere was loud but good, the drinks were good, and the quiz was definitely easier than the usual quiz we have on our Wednesdays by far. We came in the top third in this one. We did pretty good. The music round, once again, the weakest points. There were 8 of us. None of us could get much of the songs. It sucks. We just suck at music. Props to anyone who is very good at music and recognizing songs and just has the musical catalogue in their brain, because wow, cannot relate in any way. My music catalogue is very, very niche and unique, and even then when I recognize a song I'm like, oh, I don't know what the fuck it's called. I just remember what the lyrics are, and that's it. So that's always been a problem for me anyway, and I'm sure it's a problem for many people. I can give you the name of 500 plus Pokemon, but the names of songs, nah, you can fuck off. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will talk to you probably Monday, because Ireland is on Tuesday. So have a good one, and see you around.